Hey traders from around the world, it's Jeremy Alexander Newsom with your Monday real life stock review. Hope you're doing amazing. You're probably not. Most likely you had a little bit of a losing day today for most of you, potentially, right? I don't know for sure, but there's a chance that you most likely had a small losing day today. And if you did, it's absolutely okay. I also had a losing day today. If you're a perma bull, if you're always looking for bullish trades, when you have a random 3.5% gap down strangely between Friday and Monday, you're going to be down some. You're going to lose on some trades. So let me go ahead and just cover with you the losers. I'll cover with my perspectives from here, and then I will get into it. Oxy had a option trade stop me out, and obviously should have just shorted it at open, but there was so much going on this morning. I mean, you could have pretty much played whatever you wanted to, but OXY was one that I did stop out of at market open and could have just, again, played it bearish. Ironically enough, didn't focus on it, and you would have had to short it probably at open or about an hour after market open to really catch the move. It was not as an easy to short type of day as you would have expected with the market being down huge, because if you look at the futures, most of it happened before market open. So most of this sell-off had occurred well before market open, and then of course when the market opened, we got an amazing bounce and trade up in some averages and then just kind of rolled over. So that was a stop out on OXY for a swing trade. Here's another day trade that I played, was Johnson & Johnson. So Johnson & Johnson was a white candle gapping down, a little bit different than the broader market, very strong trend, and actually went red to green very quickly. So Johnson & Johnson went red to green extremely fast. Thought to myself, all right, this is cool. I'll look to buy the pullback. So this was pretty much it on the 5-minute chart. Played it off the high of this pre-market candle, really big candle, bought the dip. It looked really good for like 3 minutes, and then it closed below. Once it closed below, I was relatively confident we were going to lose on the trade. We did. I ended up scooting up the stop into here and got stopped out for less than half of an hour, because I'm not overly aggressive on huge down days, because again, there's not a lot of meat on the bones to go short on anything. So I'm looking for longs. And unfortunately, I did not see Clorox this morning. Otherwise, we would have absolutely won on Clorox. Clorox, blue chip, dividend paying stock, randomly was gapping perfectly. This did not come up on any of my scanners. I'm really sad about it, because if it did, that would have absolutely been the winning trade for me. Perfect gap, perfect open, perfect location. This is how I would have traded it. Really good bullish candle came in here. I would have looked to bought the dip against that candle there with a stop right there, and we'd have celebrated with a nice 2-hour win on Clorox, but just did not happen. Next on the list is Citigroup, ticker symbol C. And Citigroup, this was another one that I tried to buy the dip on, and again, just did not work. That's okay. I can live with myself on that. No big deal. You have a bearish candle gapping down. Citigroup was down like 5%, 5-minute chart, and all I did was play the pre-market lows. So here was the support. You had bear candle, bear candle, bear candle, bear candle, bear candle on the 5-minute chart coming into support. That's exactly where we bought it, right here. And you can see we were up just a little bit for a moment in time, and then it just never really hung out well. So I ended up exiting this one for an extremely small loss, because we got in at such a phenomenal price. The exact low of the day is where we got filled. So only loss between those two trades, 0.7 and 0.28. That's the way you need to make it happen. If you're going to be taking some trades and taking some day trades on a crazy day like that, try your best, lose small. Don't do anything too aggressive, because it's going to be choppy. Days like this will happen again. This is not the only time it will happen. It has not been the only time it's happened. In fact, check this out. So if the S&P is down 2% plus on a Monday, this is what happened. And there's only 3 times in the last decade that we did not have an up day the next day. In fact, 2 of them were last year. Then you only have 1 week, which was 2009, where we were not positive from the close of that day. And you can see in 2018, we had a 6% week. 19, so again, this is last year, up. 2015, you're up. 2015, you're up. 2011, you're up. And then the next month, you only have 1 month where you're down, and it was 0.41%. So here's the thing, folks. I'm going with bullish. I'm looking for bullish trades tomorrow and today. This Dow Jones chart looks amazing. You're down 3.5%. You have a huge, huge volume spike. You definitely are going to be trapping some people. Some people absolutely loaded up short today. So if we do get some buying tomorrow, which I think we will, I'm going to be pretty excited about it. And then Wednesday, we could have even more buying. If we close above the high of this candle at any point this week on the Dow, we will have a very nice gap fill by the end of March. I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm just saying if it does, that's what I'll be looking at playing. Now, big picture, sure, we can go down farther, and I would love it to. Man, I think this is phenomenal if we have a bigger pullback. I am ready, Freddy. I just don't think it's going to happen. It seems too easy for the markets to have a massive, massive pullback into that old resistance, new support. But we can find out, we can see, and we can wait. Here's some of the stocks I had requested for today. NEO, ticker symbol NIO. And NEO actually held up okay today for the most part, especially with all the China stuff. If you have a China company that you're looking at that is not hugely, hugely down because of the news recently, those are probably ones you're going to want to keep on your list. NEO is just hanging out. I do personally think this is going to trade sideways again into earnings with higher lows, lower highs, and just chop around until earnings gets here. And then we'll see if it has a strong move on earnings like it did last time, either up or down. But NEO is getting some good bids. The 100 is about to cross the 200 on the daily chart, which is strong. And again, the weekly chart, big picture, we're just consolidating with very, very good volume and a really good gap. I don't know for sure what's going to happen, but it did retest this previous low right here at 5 and some change. So could it gap down and break lower? Absolutely. And if it does that, you probably could get a good place to buy around 250 and some change. We'll see big picture what happens on NEO, but that's just kind of my overall thoughts on it right now from a swing trading perspective. Here's BlackBerry, ticker symbol BB. And BlackBerry, I'm never really bullish on BlackBerry at all, mostly because they don't do anything. But here's the monthly chart. We've been trading extremely sideways on BlackBerry for a very long time, and that is not stopping. We're back down into a really, really good support level. We did gap down today, like most things. You do have a hammer candle today on BlackBerry, like many stocks. So if it breaks above here, granted, the 100 simple is right in front of your face, so I probably would want to close above there, a retest, and then some type of continuation. But really the continuation would probably be into the 200, and then that would be it. BlackBerry, one of my least favorite stocks to trade. Yeah, that's all I got. We did get filled on a swing trade, SunPower Corporation. So SunPower Corporation is one that we did set up over the weekend and slightly adjust the numbers at market open today. And we got filled at 926, which is 3 pennies away from the exact low of today. I still like this one. Here's the weekly chart. I like how the moving averages are trying to cross and press the market higher. I like the moving averages on the weekly, all about to cross, and the daily chart, right? They're a little bit bullish on the daily. So we will see. For me tomorrow, I'm looking for stocks that closed strong, and I'm keeping an eye out for the bulls tomorrow. I know that sounds insane of me right now, but that's just what I'm looking for. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but I will be setting up some more bullish swings. I will be looking for some bullish day trades tomorrow, and I am by no means wigging out or freaking out on this particular market pullback. It's cool, calm, and collected, kind of. I'm semi-glad it's happening, kind of, and I do expect us to continue higher. LAUR had a phenomenal candle today. Phenomenal. Really good gap down, and man, people are buying this thing. This stock is strong. The fundamentals are strong. Really excited to see what happens on LAUR. This stock just got bought up all day long, and this is a position that I do have a lot of bullish positions in and will continue to add to over time, mostly because of the weekly chart. We are breaking out. Trend is strong. Trend is bullish. Be looking to play LAUR bullish. 3D printing. Did a covered call sale on 3D at $15, but I don't think I got filled on that. Let me go check. No, I did not. So did not get filled on 3D covered call at 16. So I'm going to wait and kind of find out what happens tomorrow. Maybe I'll get filled at the $15 strike for 16 cents. And if not, then, let's kind of see what happens on 3D printing. Seattle Genetics, SGEN. I have some traders looking at this one, and this is a gorgeous, gorgeous trapping candle. Low of this candle was 111 even. The low of today was 110.77. So anyone who had their stops in on this one is now most likely stopped out. Then you have a gorgeous high wave candle, which represents indecision with strong volume. The trend is bullish on Seattle genetics. So if you're looking at playing this one bullish, if we take out, close above, and break out the high of today's candle, I would not be bearish on SGEN. And last but not least, as far as the stocks that were requested, is ADT. ADT holding in strong. Again, a lot of stocks getting bought up out there at the close of today. I'm glad that we're getting some pullbacks. We need some pullbacks. I have no problem with us actually going a little bit lower. But relatively speaking, my overall thought process on it is stay looking for longs because that's the trend. Weekly chart, we're hovering at around that 100 simple on a weekly. So bullish to neutral on ADT. 100 simple on the weekly is getting a little bit of a support level, and you're in between the long-term moving averages. So keep your eyes peeled on that, but it's probably going to trade sideways for a while. AVYA, we are still in a bullish swing trade on this one, up only mediocrely small. The weekly chart still looks, sorry, this is the daily chart. The weekly chart still looks okay. Right, we did close above the 50 EMA. We did close above this candle. The moving averages are trying to do their thing. If AVYA can break 1465, we should get a nice little move higher into 1563. I'm going to try to do my best to be patient on that one. But worst case scenario, we won't lose a lot on AVYA as we've already increased our stop. All right, folks. Well, that sums it up for me. I will be back on Wednesday for another real life stock review. And until then, remember, love life, live life, and trade it. You rock. Bye.